Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Shady Queens Slay at Home review. My name is Emma, and I'm here tonight on behalf of Fife House. Fife House is an organization that is dedicated to providing housing and supportive services to people living with HIV and AIDS here in the Greater Toronto Area. And I am joined tonight by two very gorgeous and very talented queens. First up, we have the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 5, Shea Coulee.
Hi.
Here. Thank you so much for joining us from LA. And we also have the winner of the first ever Canada's Drag Race, Priyanka.
Wow, we made it. What's her name? Priyanka. Everyone in Toronto's like, not this bitch again. Like, we're so sick of her. We get it. Emma, you're doing a great job so far. Good job. Don't you think, Shay?
Yes, I think so. We were kicking just like right before we went live, and I'm really excited to talk about some drag race.
I
just want to be as good as you.
But Emma, before we start, Shay and I really wanted to ask you a question. Out of the two of us, who is your favorite?
Jinx Monsoon.
Great answer. I love me some JC Poo.
Okay, that I did not expect to be in the hot seat, and I'm upset about it.
We gotta keep you on your toes, but it'll be
mix it up.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Okay. Apparently, we have someone who's visible. I have no idea how to hide them. They're not visible to me. Are you sure?
What's not visible to you?
Apparently. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. We have an extra square on the screen that I can't see, but apparently is invisible to everyone else. Whatever. Anyway,
Jada Essence Hall.
Yeah. She's here. She's not speaking, though.
She's here in spirit.
Yeah. Before we dive into tonight's episode, I want to tell everyone at home a little bit about why we're here. So Shady Queens, if you don't already know the event, has been a signature fundraising event for Fife House since 2016. And in that time, we have raised more than $550,000 for people living with HIV and AIDS in the Greater Toronto Area. Now, due to the little pandemic that happened, we had to cancel Shady Queens last year, and we had to cancel it again this year, which is a huge source of fundraising for Fife House. So tonight, we're celebrating the launch of a new fundraising initiative, the official Shady Queens store. So you can go online to shadyqueens.com and purchase one of 3 signature Shady Queens fans. And I have them here. I'm going to show them off throughout the night. And Priyanka, we sent you one as well. And Shay, I'm sorry, we didn't get one to you in time. So I have.
It's okay. She's on her way in the mail. Yeah.
She's on her way. This is the classic black. And Priyanka has our Pride edition of the Shady Queen fan. And I'll show you the next one a little bit later. So those are for sale online at shadyqueens.com. And 100% of the proceeds go directly back to Fife House. One more thing before we get down to the episode recap. If you're in Toronto tonight, look out your window at the CN Tower. The CN Tower is featuring the colors of, I believe, several charities tonight, including Fife House. So when it's illuminated yellow, blue, and red, that is in celebration of Fife House and as a thank you to the frontline workers in our sector that have been working tirelessly through this pandemic. So if you happen to see it, then you know what it's for.
One time I went for like a work dinner on top of the CN Tower, and I got a text from my ex-boyfriend. He dumped me while I was up there.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice memory.
So romantic.
Isn't that so beautiful? I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to share that story of love just to make both of you jealous. So.
I got dumped in the backseat of my boyfriend's Honda Civic after prom. So
no.
Yeah. But you know what? Honda Civic, great car. Really reliable.
Cheap part.
Good mileage.
Good on gas. Oh no. Emma, where have you been dumped?
Over the phone a lot. Over text.
A lot.
While working, yeah. The worst place I've ever been. Yeah, mostly just over text. I don't have a landmark or a specific vehicle that has triggered me in any way, but mostly just over text. Yeah.
Yeah, within time, if you're lucky.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Earlier when you said, though, if you look out the window, even though I'm in LA, I did like look out the window.
Oh, thank you.
It's like, oh, maybe if I'm lucky.
Awesome. Every time you look at the CN Tower now, you can remember Fife House and getting dumped. Were you on the glass floor, Priyanka?
Yeah, it was rotating. You know how it rotates?
Yes. Oh, in the restaurant.
In the restaurant. Yeah, I looked at my phone and he texted me saying, "Oh, like, hey, I'm actually gonna go back to my ex who's dumping me for his ex." And then I had to take this long, I think the elevator is like 12 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I had to just sit in the elevator and just like sit there with my feelings. And then I got to the bottom and I asked him, like, why did he dump me? And he said the reason he dumped me is because he listened to Adele's new album and was worried he'll never find real love again.
I don't.
That is some white people behavior and you know it.
Wow. I absolutely 100% can.
100%. Yeah,
just
Adele
this
made me do it.
behavior that I've seen exhibited by Caucasians, for sure.
Not Adele.
True.
You can't dump somebody because, you know, like, how triggered can you get from an Adele album to dump me, icon, pillar, and star?
How long ago?
What's her name? But you know what? Adele enabled a lot of people to just go out there and just rage dump a lot of people. Rage dump, I don't know if that's quite the term I want to go for, but that's the working title.
Yeah. We're just trying to get that one picked up.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Take that back to our writers.
Okay. On the rage dump note, let's talk about season 13 of Drag Race. First of all, season 13 is going to go down in Drag Race history for being filmed in a pandemic. And it's the first ever season where we've had 3 consecutive episodes with no eliminations. What did y'all think about the start to that season and why they did it that way?
Shay?
Jump in.
Shay. Well, you know, we've seen the structure before of wanting to like separate the girls. And I feel like it gave us the opportunity to look at them like more, because I understand what it's like. Okay, because season 9, we didn't do this. You know, we all came into the room at once. And it's kind of hard because everyone's kind of like fighting for their moment because people want to like feel seen and validated that they're like in this competition and they are a competitor. So I feel like it was kind of drawn on, but I did appreciate the fact that we got a chance to spend some more one-on-one time with the contestants. Like, I knew everybody's name, you know, and it doesn't normally go like that for me in reality TV competitions. Like, it takes a while, but I felt like after those first 3 episodes, I knew who everyone was.
Yeah, I definitely think I also agree. Like, I like that, you know, as a performer and as an artist, the divas got more camera time.
Yeah.
But as a viewer, it like lessened the stakes because it was like no one wants to be the first one to go home, but because there is someone that has to go home first, that's what makes the competition that much hotter. So by the time Kimora went home, I was like, well, she didn't go home first. That was episode 4. So she got her camera time.
Right,
So,
she really did have like a nice little, she even got her little arc for being like the first person. But at least like, I feel like for Kimora, which is a luxury that a lot of girls who are first outs don't get, is she did kind of have that luxury to get a little bit of a story arc in there.
Yes, exactly. And we got to learn some really cool things about her. So it's like bittersweet, like as a viewer and as like someone who like grew up in TV, like the TV producer in me is like, just cut her episode 1. Who cares? But then as a drag performer, I'm like, yes, I want my 4 episodes before I go home.
Right. Show her outfit.
Yeah. Give her a chance.
That's so true. I agree. I loved getting to know them, but I also was like, okay, it's time to send someone. We can send someone home now.
Emma was like, cut her. Yeah.
I was so excited for new content at that point in the pandemic, and we still have like 17 more episodes of this season to go. It's never going to end. But when I was watching it at home, I felt so physically bad for the queens who thought they had been eliminated.
I know.
Their first day in the workroom. What would you have done, either of you, if you had walked into your workroom, you've got your entrance look, you've been sequestered, quarantined for them as well, and you think you're getting the pork chop, and you're getting sent home. Shea, how would you react if that happened to you on season 9?
I feel like I would. I feel like as much as, because I am like a natural optimist, but a piece of me really feels like I would have been like Tamisha Iman and been like, the lady said go home. Like,
go on with your life.
I'd be like, I guess maybe if they think I'm cute enough, I could maybe come back for All Stars, maybe. But yeah, no, I would be just devastation for real.
Devastation Lopez Jr. Johnson Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Davenport. I thought about this because I remember when we were filming the finale episode, like a lot of the confessionals were like, how do you feel? How do you feel? And I was like, I'm just very thankful that I got to wear everything that I brought to the show, because when Juicebox went home first on my season, I was like, she didn't get to wear anything. Nothing. Not even her runway, because it was a design challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is balls. That is shit, piss, and balls. That is awful. So no, it's not an option.
Yeah.
Don't. I don't. And we've never. And to be told sashay away and like you plan for like this. I don't want to go there. Why are you bringing up this trauma in my life, Emma?
Right.
I'm so sorry. I worked for a few days on Canada's Drag Race. That's where I met Priyanka. I only worked for a couple days as like a backup talent wrangler. But I remember thinking on day one, like they've already worked so hard and they haven't even walked into the workroom yet. Yeah. If you found out you got sent home and you didn't even meet everyone and you didn't even do, like you just got to do a lip sync immediately. First of all, what if you weren't meant to lip sync in your workroom look? What if that was not like meant for lip syncing? I would have felt so terrible for everyone. It was uncomfortable.
I will say they do give you a heads up. They're like, hey, because it's kind of one of those things, like with the extreme photo shoots and stuff that they did in the past, they're all like, make sure that your workroom look like really does like suit who you are, but make sure that it's also durable and able to do some crazy things, because you never know what they'll throw at you. So they're kind of like, be fabulous, but also be ready.
Durable and fabulous.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a couple of the girls' outfits started to a little slip and fall when they had to do their first lip sync. And I felt really bad for them, but maybe that's their own fault.
Yeah.
That's their own fault.
Yeah.
Okay, that's their own fault. That's their own fault then.
Honestly, you should low-key be prepared to be dropped out of a plane by season 13, you know?
At any point.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I had to lip sync in gowns both times I was in the bottom. Gowns. But I was like, if I'm going to wear a gown, I'm going to put the slit on my high kick leg. So if I have to do some sort of trickery, it can go somewhere. So you have to plan it. You have to plan it.
Smart. Mm-hmm. Very smart. If everyone is just joining us right now at home, a few minutes into our live stream, I just want to remind everyone that tonight we are celebrating the launch of ShadyQueens.com, and you can purchase official Shady Queens merch with 100% of the proceeds going directly to Fife House. I'm going to now show a different fan. This one we call
Work.
Yes.
Floral. This is the Floral Fixation.
Oh,
it was from our, we had a Fife House volunteer design these beautiful floral graphics for the Trixie and Katya show that we did 2 years ago. Okay. All right. Tonight's episode. First of all, let's talk about last week's episode for a second. Denali was eliminated. People were very, very upset.
Well,
Were you upset? Do you think it was fair?
Shay and I both have connections to Denali.
No.
We're both good. We're all good pals. Well, I mean, I start actually. Oh my God, this is actually psychotic. Mm-hmm. Okay, hear this. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is all clicking right now. So Denali came to Toronto when season 9 was airing, which is Shay's season. And before, I never watched Drag Race before. Shay's season is the first season I ever watched, ever. And Denali was the reason why I watched Shay's season, because she was like, do you want to come to a viewing party? And I was like, for what? Wow. RuPaul's Drag Race. I was like, oh, I've never seen it before. So, well, just come, like, you'll enjoy it. And I watched Shay walk in the workroom that first episode. That is so crazy because of Denali. Oh my God.
And then me and Priyanka met in a bathroom.
Yes.
Like at her morning television show at her job. back in the day, girl, there's so many look at that. And then here we are on this live together.
Whoa, meant to be. We're meant to be.
Yeah. So thanks, Denali. Look at that.
So thanks, Denali. So yeah, so back to Denali. I think that like it's hard watching because like there's just so many girls to compete with, and if it's not your week, it's not your week. And I just feel like it's one of those things where it just wasn't her week, and she just circled the drain. It's hard. It's so hard to like.
It definitely was hard to see Denali go out like that because just knowing what she's capable of. But the thing that I've really learned and take it from somebody who took a little bit longer to get to their crown, sometimes you just really do need a chance to like grow a little bit more and like learn about yourself and like understand the process and like come back and like really, really like give yourself into it, you know? And I can see her being really successful coming back and giving a nice performance on All Stars. So I know this is definitely not the last that we're going to see of Miss Denali.
Oh no,
beautiful,
no way.
Beautiful introduction, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay, so the episode starts off. We have now, Shea. I know you weren't able to watch the episode tonight for some reason. Fife House wasn't able to send you a screener, apparently. So I apologize.
Oh no, that's totally fine. Look.
Don't
No.
worry.
Is that Shade? I love Shady.
Right? I'm like, well, I love that. But I love that Fife House has like better connects than I do. So actually, what I need to do is when we come off of this live is figure out who your people are so you can help me and my people.
I watched it on Crave, like most of Canada, probably. So okay. I actually didn't. I missed some of it. I have to admit.
They like air it later in LA, and like they aired again in like an hour.
Yeah.
But so I haven't got to that point into time. You know, it's a made up thing. Time zones.
It's a construct. What is it?
It's a construct.
Right. Hello. So no, that's just like a long-winded way of saying that I am not seeing this week's episode yet. But look, I already heard the spoiler, so let's dive into it.
All right, let's dive in. Okay, so it starts off with a mini challenge. We have a little trivia about Drag Race history. Obviously, we don't get to see all of the questions asked, but how would either of you have done with Drag Race history trivia? Are you students of Drag Race history? Do you know everything? You know every season? You know every quote? You know every famous moment?
I would do like, okay. Because remember, I started watching Drag Race later, and I've watched seasons since, but I think I would do pretty good. Like all the questions that they asked on TV, I was able to answer right. How about you, Shea?
I don't know. I feel like I would kind of slay it.
Why, Emma, do you have like a pop quiz for us or something?
I came to Drag Race in season 3, and it was rolling out, you know, much slower at that point. So I had the time to like go back and do like seasons 1 and 2. And then by the time season 4 came, I was just like in it every single season. So
yeah.
Now,
do you think now you need to be an expert on Drag Race to do well on Drag Race? Like, are you a fool if you walk in without knowing anything?
No. I think in order to do well on Drag Race, you just need to have faith in yourself, you know, and trust the process and like trust the journey. It's like unlike anything you'll ever do, but as long as you like trust yourself and like who you are, then I feel like there's no stopping you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I also think that there are some entertainers that are just like made for a Drag Race format, not necessarily like, there's some queens that are better on Drag Race than they are on stage, or like vice versa. Like there's just something about the show. They find a specific type of human that's able to be good at that kind of competition that makes them shine. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you find like every once in a while on a season, we see someone who seems to know everything that's ever happened on Drag Race, and so they're trying to guess what's going to happen next? Do you think that's a hindrance or a help to really know everything that's gone, all the past twists and turns and challenges?
I think it's a hindrance.
Yeah, same. Because I feel like you'll just drive yourself crazy trying to
figure out.
Like, no, just like have fun. Like have fun. And like, I feel like if people go in trying to like cling on to the reins so tight, you're not allowing yourself to like really explore and enjoy the process. Like you just kind of got to like give in and just let go.
And let go. And that's the hardest thing. And that's where I saw a lot of girls on my season struggle with it, because they want to know and they think it's this way and this producer and that judge. And I'm like, no. Just go do your best and you'll see results.
Yeah, just do your best. Just do your best. It sounds so basic and cliche, but that's the answer.
Yeah, 100%.
That's nice. My production assistant, Sam, just passed me out that says, thanks to your support, everyone watching at home, we've already sold, just today we opened our shop officially. We've sold $3,000 worth of fans at shadyqueens.com.
Yay!
With 100% of the proceeds going directly back into your community. So thank you to everyone who purchased one or more, or also to people who have made donations online. You can also make donations by going to shadyqueens.com. If for some reason you don't need a giant fan in your life, you can also just donate to us directly. So thank you to everyone. I feel like I'm doing a telethon.
Everyone needs
a fan in their life. Everyone needs a fan in their life.
Everyone
needs a fan.
Okay, so the challenge this week is the queens had to design their own soft drink and shoot a commercial for it, which always seems way harder than it actually looks. What would you, Priyanka, what would you call your soft drink if you had to come up with your own branded beverage?
I would call it... Can I tell you a secret? So during my season, I was so nervous that they would do a branded challenge because I knew I'd be so bad at it. And I'm happy they didn't because I won. So thank the heavens. But I don't know what I would have called it. Like, and because I always want to go like to a sexual place, like, you know, call it like cum dump juice or douche water. But why am I like this? Why am I so disgusting?
That's actually, you know, the deeper question where we should really actually start exploring like our
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
It's because I spent my entire life talking about SpongeBob SquarePants. So now that I, you know, am wearing lashes and a lip, she wants to talk about dicks all the time.
And that's so crazy because now that I wear lashes and a lip, I still want to talk about SpongeBob SquarePants.
We're the Hannah Montana of drag. We just swapped.
I think we should really dive in deeper with
you have like a surprise like psychotherapist for us, like a special guest in the fourth box.
Shea, what would you call your drink? Do you have an idea of what you call your soft drink?
Well, as someone who actually has a branded beverage, Shea Coulee, I would probably just keep it in the adult beverage sector, 21 plus, in the US. Actually, how old do you have to be to drink alcohol in the UK?
19.
Okay, so 21 in the US, 19 in Canada.
I think 18 in Quebec.
Oh, come on, Quebec.
Come on, Quebec.
I would just do, Shea Coulee. We'll just keep it just right there, steady. A wheat pale ale with fruit puree. Get into it. You know your summer's gonna be popping.
Hey,
sophisticated.
Gonna crack on the Shea Coulee. You gonna pass it to your granny? You know she's gonna want to drink it too.
Get her real turn. Just get her so turned.
Yeah,
all the
absolutely. There was a lot of talk in the while they were working on their. First of all, the storyboard seemed to be a difficult technique for some of the queens, and there were some queens that were very focused on perfectionism. This comes up season after season. The queens who are perfectionists. Do you think being a perfectionist serves you well as a drag queen and or as a performer on Drag Race?
I think in this type of challenge, yes, because it's not an improv challenge where you have to let go. Like you have to plan all your shots, plan all your lines, plan what the punchline is, like really perfect it, because you go in, they give you 20 minutes on a green screen to achieve all these things, and it's crazy. And I think that just like having like top to bottom looks out of the drag queen too. Like I love, like Shea Coulee is a great example of this. Like the look is top to bottom. Like I bet you she's not wearing shoes, but she's probably wearing like a green sock to tie it all in. You know, like it's like that perfectionism, like the perfectionist is like it's what really makes me like drool as a drag queen. So I think it's very important, unless it's a challenge about letting go.
Yeah. And I think, I agree with Priyanka that it's definitely very important in a challenge like this, especially with storyboarding. And it when it comes to being like a perfectionist, you just got to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. You know, it's like, when can you look at the bigger picture and then like break it all down into like the smaller parts to like get those fine details working. There's a difference between being a perfectionist and being detail oriented.
True.
Okay. Now, Priyanka, you said you think you would have done bad at a branding challenge. Why? Why would you have done bad?
Did you see how I did in all my improv challenges on the show? Did you see?
Okay. I did.
You keep bringing it up.
But no, Priyanka, you actually are like a queen of branding, because like what did you do beyond like brand yourself very strategically when you walked into the workroom the very first time?
What's on
it? Yeah, I would call it like
it should be like what's her drink?
What's her drink, or the name juice or something fun. I don't think I would do bad. I just, whenever I hear challenges, I'm like, because I get scared. You
get a little triggered. I understand.
I love PTSD
for that. There's a support group for that. For sisters with PTSD.
Yeah, because you know, I know like down the line there's going to be some sort of new season of something that I'm going to have to go back and compete, and I'm down because I love competition. But when they come back and they say, Priyanka, so on your season of Canada's Drag Race, you were so bad at Snatch Game.
I didn't bring it up. I wasn't gonna.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Okay, do you want to talk about it?
Setting the record straight once and for all.
This is the exclusive documentary featuring Priyanka, sponsored by the Fife House. It's the Snatch, the game that was snatched is what it's
Owning
called.
her snatch. Yes.
I get nervous.
Hang on, I gotta write this down.
Snatching
I gotta write this down and sell it.
Snatching back her.
I gotta write this down and sell this to someone. Okay. Now, so you did brand yourself really well walking into the workroom. You knew your brand, you knew your tagline. Do you feel like your brand has changed or evolved since doing Drag Race? Do you feel like
it's evolved? It's evolved. The what's your name thing just is a forever thing, which I'm so obsessed with. And that's why when Alyssa Edwards called me Priyanka, it really stuck, because it's like, how is her brand what's your name, but Alyssa Edwards fucked up this poor girl's name? Like how, like, and the best thing about it is like I'm like such a big Alyssa Edwards fans too. So they're like, what? So I think that like fans will latch a brand onto you, and it's up to you if you want to play into it or not. Like, don't get me wrong. Like last week on RuPaul's Drag Race, they had a fortune teller come on. They're like, well, you know, and my tweet was like, why didn't RuPaul call me to be with Miss Cleo on the show? Because the fans, like, that's all they tweet me, like, bet you didn't see that coming, Priyanka. So I think the brand evolves and people like know you for a specific thing on the show, but there is also opportunity to take what they know you for and turn it into new things to kind of keep them entertained throughout.
Shea, did your brand evolve a lot between your first season and then All Stars? Did you walk into the workroom knowing your brand, or do you feel like it changed a lot?
No, I think that's one thing that you kind of got to do from the jump is really like know your brand, because your brand is very much so like who you are. And it was something that I spent a lot of time just like focusing about. And I didn't even realize that what I was doing was branding. I was just really trying to like focus on like how to like laser focus all my ideas into something that could be communicated into like one sentence, you know? That's kind of like what branding is in general. You're like taking just like so much and condensing it down into something that is like very tangible and recognizable. So my brand's been the same since the jump.
Absolutely. Consistent. She's consistent. Okay, so we get to the filming of the actual commercials. Now, I wrote down as many notes as I possibly could, but they're a bit jumbled. So first up, Tina's commercial. Her drink was called Burning Up, and the premise was like Stepford wife stifled, not getting what she wants, and then drinks this fiery, spicy drink and is all like sexy. Priyanka, do you remember? What did you think of that? You know, Shay's laughing at it already.
I lived for your description. I can't wait to witness this for myself. So, like, I mean,
I wish I had
hot
that I could
and
roll
sexy.
in.
Hot and sexy. Yeah, it was cute. It was really cute. I thought she was gonna do well in this challenge. I'm surprised she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. Rose, her drink was called Roseade. And it was about being perfect, basically, right? Basically. It was good. She did really well, I think. Well, I know she did, but do you remember that one? You're making me say you don't remember. It's fine.
I don't remember. I don't know her. It's like the Mariah Carey. I don't know her.
Okay, that's fine. We'll keep going. Olivia's, her drink was called, I think it was called Positive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just about being positive.
Wait, whose drink is this?
Olivia.
Yes. It is called Positive.
I think that's what it was called.
Shay does not like that one. Confirmed.
Not into it.
Shay said, and to confirm, whose was that? Like, just over it. Yeah.
Simone's drink, I thought Simone did really well, was called Sweet Tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Simone just continues to nail like challenge after challenge. She's funny, she's fashion, she's improv, like acting, all of them. She just keeps doing really well. What do you guys think of Simone? Do you know her? Have you worked with her?
Yes, Simone is really sweet. She's so talented. We actually shot together just
yeah.
Oh my God, like a week or so ago for the makeover challenge while out here. And she's just I enjoy her because there are those people that have that kind of quiet confidence about them. And she possesses that. And I love that quality about her. You know, she's just very much so like, let me show you my work. Let me show you through my drag what I can do. And I'm really impressed by her constantly. She's so sweet.
I love that. I love her. I have nothing bad to say about her. I love her. I think she's so talented, and I think that she's a legend and an icon. She really is making the impact that a drag race contestant needs to make, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's cool to see.
Okay, up next was Utica, and her drink was called Utican. And I think that was like you can, not just like a pun on it being in a can.
Utican.
It was like Utican. And hers had to. I didn't get it 100%. I admit I wasn't paying total attention. Priyanka, do you remember that she involved her drinking directly from a cow's udder?
Yeah, and she was like licking the outside of the can and stuff. Yeah, it was just one of those things where it was like the idea was there, but she was like just trying a little too much to be like a little too far. The idea wasn't clear.
Yeah. Now I got
because you had me at Utican.
Utican is great. Utican, that's iconic.
Right.
Utican.
Yeah. She Utica. Don't stop. Look, I'm like trying to workshop things on live here. We don't do that normally. Yes, we do.
Appreciate it.
No, I just haven't done it in years. I'm just rusty.
I get the impression, and maybe I'm reading into it, but I get the impression that the other queens on the season don't love Utica. Am I wrong in that?
You know what happens? Being a performer, whenever someone is like louder than me or more energetic than me, and that's what Utica is, it makes me want to like be more quiet, and like it's just a weird thing.
I have no idea why these girls don't like Utica. I haven't seen it. And that's and that's one of the things. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm actually just taking your word for it. You're putting words in my mouth, Emma, that the girls don't like her. How do I know that this is real?
I don't know.
Yeah,
true. Okay, so I'm the only one thinking that. Okay.
I've definitely seen moments where it's kind of been implied where like the contestants have said that there are like these other sides to Utica and they feel like she's not always putting her true self forward. And I understand, having gone through that process, it can be difficult because some people are really tentative to how much they're allowing themselves to like really express on camera because they're concerned of how they'll come across. So the thing is, I don't the funny part is in these situations, it's like, I don't know if I've seen that from her. And that could just be because she's so skilled that she's not letting us see it on camera, but then everyone else is seeing it off. So like, I don't really know.
Right. Who knows? Okay. Maybe you're just trying to stir the pot, Emma. Maybe everyone likes her just fine and you're trying to make us all turn. We are a community. We are a sisterhood and you're ruining it.
I'm sorry, but it's called.
Look, she's near tears.
They told me I had to. They said, turn everyone against a queen. And I had to pick one. And it was Utica.
Utica.
Okay. The next commercial was Candy's, and her drink was called the K Special.
Oh, yeah. She wanted the K straight up. I was like, oh.
I really love Candy a lot.
The
what do you guys think of her?
Special.
Mm-hmm.
You better.
Yeah.
I mean, we never said that this programming was for children anymore.
No, she said she went right to the adult special.
Yes.
Yeah. She kind of played up her her Alone in the VIP meme, which I did not know she had started until I watched this season. I had no idea the origins of that meme. So she kind of played that up. I think she did pretty well overall in the commercial challenge. She's also someone that surprised me. Like when I first saw her, I thought they had just sort of brought her in to be a shit disturber and sort of stir the pot, but she's actually doing like she's amazing.
I love me some Candy Muse. Like we go so far back, you know, like prior to season 9, like those girls, like I just like Candy Muse is somebody that I absolutely adore. She really does put the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Yeah. And I just really do. I love that girl. She's a good time. She always puts a smile on my face.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Last commercial was Gottmik. Now, her drink is called Gottmik Got Sex Juice. Or is that what it was?
I don't even know. All what I know, I literally called Gottmik about this today and I was like, I saw the previews, like, do you do as bad as, and she was like, girl, I was a mess.
She literally told me that this week too.
Right?
I was like, girl, for real? And she's like, Gorge, it was like a gnarly.
Gorge, yeah. She was like, but maybe if I like tell people that it's gonna be like a cult classic or something, like it'll definitely like one day be good. I was like, it's done, huh? You're done. It's done. Let it go.
Amazing.
Gorge.
That's good to know. I mean, she looked great doing it. There was just a lot of splashing water, writhing around, sort of.
Splash work.
Well, at least, yeah. Okay, Gorge. Sex juice.
Okay, Gorge.
The runway theme was Beast. What would you have worn?
Well,
what would your interpretation of that have been?
That's a great question. I would have maybe come out as Alyssa Edwards. That's boring. I would have been sent home. Let me think. I'm more of a brainstorm queen. I'm not like an improv queen.
Sorry, Shea. What would your beast have been? I wish I had pictures that I could put up.
Oh my God. Well, I was thinking of a beast, but then I was just like, that's actually reptilian, so it wouldn't count as a beast.
I know what I would have done.
I would probably be okay. I would be like my own version of a hormone monster from
so good.
Like that would be the type of beast that I would be.
Good, yeah.
Probably a little bit similar to what I am now, kind of like that Parisian one, very like ooh la la, kind of, yeah.
Oh, I could see you voicing a hormone monster too. You would be good at that.
Listen.
I'm kind of into it.
Good.
Stay tuned to find out.
I'm into it.
Stay tuned to find out.
Okay, the runways. I don't have photos to throw up of the runways. I was not that techie, so I can't throw them up. But we had Utica.
Oh, what? That's enough, Emma. I'm leaving.
Emma, we've had it with you.
Everybody go on the RuPaul's wiki right now. Look up your own photos of the Drag Race runway, and then we'll discuss. We're gonna take a break. Actually, I'm gonna take like a hot 2 seconds to remind everyone to visit shadyqueens.com to purchase one of 3 signature original 100% for charity Shady Queens fans. $25 each. 100% of the proceeds go directly into Fife House to help people living with HIV and AIDS right here in the Greater Toronto Area. And if you want to buy one, you can buy one, and then you can also just donate.
Yeah.
Donate.
Support the cause.
Thank
Support
you.
the cause.
And Priyanka came by Fife House earlier this week to sign a whole bunch of on Monday, a whole bunch of fans. And we were actually almost completely sold out of the Priyanka signed fans, but those are also available. They're a little bit extra because they're a little bit extra special.
Yay! I signed them.
So thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that.
No problem. It was so nice. I got to hang out with Sam Katz. Hot, sexy, so hot. Oh my god.
Oh my god, right?
So hot.
He's my production assistant. The aforementioned production assistant is the director.
And he's my
of development
production manager.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's blushing. Whatever. He's blushing right now.
Twirl that wig strategically pinned to the side of that ponytail. Gorgeous. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, Emma. We're doing the runways. We're talking about the runways now, right?
Runways doesn't really work without the pictures. But we had Utica in this like black furry hair. It was almost a hair look.
I think Utica's was iconic. Rosé looked the prettiest she ever has, and I loved Gottmix. The rest, forgettable.
Really? What about the Simone's like furry in the booty shorts and the tank top, and she looked like a fox.
Okay, so I loved this concept. I did, but I was like, it just seemed like she went to the store and bought it, and I was like, is this an H&M thing? Like, is it bad that she did this, or is it smart? But also, it reminded me of when Lemon. It reminded me of when Lemon did the pageant challenge and just came out in like as like a 5-year-old toddler, and I was like, that's so smart. So it had those feelings. So I think it was smart.
Okay, I'm gonna go through some of the feedback that I've
outfits right now, so I can contribute to this conversation to give my
thank you.
Professional opinion.
We had what about Tina's patchwork teddy bear situation? What did you think of that one? It was sort of like the stitched patchwork. Yeah. What do you think, Priyanka? You saw it.
It was nice.
Okay.
Oh well, yes. Okay.
Right.
You heard with that?
Okay. Okay. I did.
We
really
heard that
like
one loud and clear.
Guys, what? Where are these outfits of these girls? How come no one posted anything, including RuPaul's Drag Race?
They didn't post them yet. Usually they post them so quick.
Okay, we'll come back to runways if we have any hot takes. But I know I really would like.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What do you think?
Now, Olivia, that's cute. It's giving me Where the Wild Things Are meets like kind of like
Monsters Inc.
Monsters. Yes, thank you.
Very Monsters Inc.
I can't see enough of Candies from this picture to know what's really going on. Because it's like a prop. Got Mixed looks cool. I like the eyeball situation, and it's kind of looking like these furry little lashes. Rosé's is really cute to me. I like the ears. I like the wig. I love a monochromatic moment. So all over red is great. Simone Simone's does genuinely make me giggle because why do I feel like she would be somebody working at the amusement park from that animated movie Bebe's Kids? Like, very much so around the way theme park attendee. Like, this is like her name is Foxy. She's like in the alternate Disney universe kind of moment. Yeah. This little.
Do you guys remember Fritz the Cat?
Who?
You know, Fritz the Cat. It was like this, oh, sorry, Sam has a question. It was like this like adult X-rated cartoon, I want to say from the 80s or 90s. And it was about like a cat that was.
But I'll look into it.
Yeah, look into it.
It was cat porn?
Kind of.
Oh.
Work.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's go through the judges' feedback on the commercials. So Utica's commercial, they said, even though it was very bizarre, they didn't feel like her personality really came through it didn't really show her full, like, joyful quirkiness. At least that was some of the criticism. Priyanka, do you remember? Do you feel like because spoiler alert, she lands in the bottom.
I knew that. Shea was shook though. I think that's fair. It was like a lot of a mess, so like we weren't able to even see a storyline or a personality at all. So that makes sense. I agree.
Okay, up next, Candy. She got pretty good feedback.
Yeah, I think she did a good job.
She did really well overall. I think she did really well. Tina's feedback, I didn't write any notes down. I don't remember why I didn't write notes down, but it didn't go well for her.
No, it would just seem a lot. We're getting to the point with Tina where she's kind of just like, she's slowly deflating, and we're watching her just kind of wither away because she came in thinking she was the, New York's top dog, and then the competition really shakes you, and like it makes you get to your lowest low, and if you can't come back up from that low, it can burn you out. Like a Tina burn you out.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Simone nailed it. We already know that. Gottmik, her feedback wasn't all bad, even though apparently she knows she did terribly. Her feedback wasn't all bad. She was safe ultimately, but she didn't quite nail it. And then Olivia, they said it was too generic. She didn't deliver on the challenge. She didn't deliver on her storyboard. She was safe. And then Rosé also did really well. So I'm going to get to who is in the bottom. Did they deserve it? Tina and Utica.
Priyanka.
Deserved. Priyanka, you saw it. What do you think?
I think yes, Tina for sure. I think that Utica didn't have to be in the bottom. I could have used anybody else there.
Who would you have put in the bottom?
Maybe Olivia. Maybe.
Okay.
Her look wasn't that strong. I love like Utica's, like that's the thing that kind of irks me about being on this show is sometimes your runway can save you, but sometimes it can't save you. It's so confusing.
Right. Because sometimes you're like, please let this save me.
Yeah, like there's some runways I had where I was like, oh, this is gonna save me, but then it doesn't matter because you do so, anyways, I don't know. I love Utica, and I think that she's such a star, so it sucks to see her in the bottom.
The winner of the episode was Simone, but then also Rosé, double win.
Okay, yes, and they're getting those cash prizes too. We're girls.
Do you think a double win takes anything away from the first winner? Does it like lessen the experience for you?
No, because I feel like as long as they say your name first, you'll know. Hey. They're the one that they wanted me to win the most because they said my name first.
See, so. She's right. She's right.
That's true.
What
about, okay, I do have a question. It didn't happen this week, but there was a double save a couple weeks ago. What do you think about double saves? Because everyone seemed so happy. Like all the competitors were really happy that Candy was saved 2 weeks ago, 2 episodes ago. And I've heard other queens say, no, I don't want a double save. I want someone to go home. I want to win the lip sync and send someone home. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Is you see those girls, you become so attached to everyone in the process, and you really do become a family. And I'm not the type of person that's all like, yeah, I want to see her fucking dreams die. Yeah, I'm like, give her another week. I'm like, yes, let somebody continue to fight for their dreams because you never know what could happen. Like what Priyanka was just saying, you could have that low, and that could be the catalyst to like push you into like something that's truly great that neither you nor the producers or anybody knew that you were capable of. So I'm like, yeah, if they see it and they want to save a girl, then like save a hoe.
Save her. I agree. I totally agree.
That's so nice. I love that. Okay. So Tina was after lip singing to My Humps in a very difficult
What a song.
Outfit.
First of all.
Wait, whoa. I'm gonna just slowly take this back one step at a time.
Okay.
So did you say it was Tina?
Mm-hmm.
And
Utica
to My Humps by the American group The Black Eyed Peas, My Humps?
The American Black Eyed Peas, yes.
And how did that go?
I mean, it was fun to watch.
I'm
fun to look at.
Pins and needles. Wondering.
I watched some of it. It was very interesting.
It was very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to watch it again after this. But ultimately, Tina was sent home, and a lot of people saw Tina going far. Tina saw herself going really far. From like early bets were Tina's going to make it really far. She's iconic. Ru loves a campy queen. Are you surprised that she went home?
I mean, in terms of far, she really did make it far because there have been more episodes in this season than in most.
That's
so
true.
We've had more time with Tina. And unfortunately, I feel like we weren't getting the Tina that we were promised.
Yeah.
And as much as I believe in Tina's capabilities, she wasn't able to really bring it forward. And so for that reason, it just felt like she was just like a shrinking violet, and it was only a matter of time before, she had to sashay away.
Very true. Very true.
What she said.
Great. Articulate. I loved it. All right, we're gonna wrap up the episode recap. Before we get into our Q&A, so we have like a fun Q&A question. If you're watching at home, you just need to comment on the live stream that you're watching, whether it's Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, because we have Fife House volunteers who are, she's hydrated, who are monitoring the comments.
I know, I just have this little glass of water that I've been rationing.
I just have some Prosecco in what looks to be a candle holder. It's fine.
That's glam. That's so glam, Gorge.
Thank you. So you can ask questions, and we're going to answer them after this. So before we get into that, we have a little video from our executive director of Fife House, Nadine. Hang on. Drop that. I'm going to mute myself and just check out this video telling you a little bit more about what Fife House does.
Welcome to the Shady Slam review featuring Priyanka and Shea Coulee. My name is Nadine Sukermani. I'm the Executive Director of Fife House. Fife House is the largest provider of supportive housing services and homelessness support to people living with HIV and AIDS in the Greater Toronto Area. In 2019-20, we provided supports to over 700 people living with HIV and AIDS. As you know, Shady Queens is our signature fundraising event that brings in thousands of dollars to provide and support the services that we offer to this community. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 and our inability to host live events, we are unable to continue to offer this signature event. So tonight, we are adding on this free live event in honor of our Shady Queens brand and to also launch our online Shady Queens store where you can purchase for yourself a fantastic Shady Queens fan. So please visit shadyqueens.com and purchase one for yourself. In addition to that, I am standing here near the CN Tower, where I would like to mention that tonight, the CN Tower will be lit up in honor of Fife House, our frontline workers, and everyone living with HIV and AIDS across the country. So please, if you can, take a moment to snap a pic, take a peek if you're in the downtown Toronto area, or visit Fife House's social media to see the CN Tower lit up in our honor. So I just want to take a moment to thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful time and good night.
Okay, how do I get rid of you? There you go. Okay.
Not how do I get rid of you?
How do I get rid of her?
I'm not.
She's letting that Prosecco speak, girl.
I managed to get through most of the pandemic without doing a single Zoom event of any kind. So I'm just figuring out as I go. But that was Nadine, the executive director of Fife House. And again, thank you to everyone who's watching tonight, everyone who's already purchased a fan. It is not too late to go on shadyqueens.com and buy one of our signature Shady Queens fans. They're very satisfying. So check that out. Okay, Q&A time.
Yay!
Here we go. All right. Our volunteers are still texting me messages, questions to ask. So if anyone out there wants to send one in, okay. All right. This is fun. Okay. All right. Easy one right off the top. Who would you bet on winning this season of Drag Race? Not who do you want to win, who do you think should win, but who would you like put money on? Priyanka, you go first. Go.
Gottmik.
Shea?
Simone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my. It's one of the others for me.
I'm gonna say Simone. Okay.
Whew. It's getting intense.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. First question from someone at home. Jen on Facebook asks, "What has been your pandemic guilty pleasure?"
Oh, that's a great question. For me, my pandemic guilty. Thanks, Jen. My pandemic guilty pleasure has been ordering 7-Eleven taquitos.
Wow.
It's all I order.
Those. That's amazing. You live in a city with any type of food you could possibly want at your doorstep.
It's 7-Eleven to my door.
Taquitos.
I put them in the oven. I pull them out and like it's melting out, and I sprinkle some like cayenne pepper on top of it, so it's a little spicy. Baby. Shea, you feel me, right? You feel me?
Shea, do you like 7-Eleven taquitos? Do they have those?
She has to. She has to.
Look, can I handle a 7-Eleven taquito in my body now? No. But once upon a time,
yeah, thank you.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I'd eat a taquito.
Yeah.
And I'm admitting it. But for real, no, I really used to smash on some 7-Eleven taquitos so hard. Like something about just like the way that they're just like rolling there, just like waiting for
they're
you.
Just
like,
rolling. Yeah.
I would say my quarantine guilty pleasure. This is more of a recent one, but I'm just gonna, it's my guilty pleasure right now.
Say it.
Naked and Afraid. Have you ever watched that?
Yes.
On Discovery Channel. Obviously, I am not of the survivor. I can't even say it. Like, I'm like survivalist. Yeah, like really, I choked thinking about trying to do it. You cannot put me out in the wild and expect me to survive. No. With no shoes at the very least, no. But like, we have been binging that so much. And yeah, it's just like giving you the castaway, you know, in quarantine, everyone's feeling all alone and people are out here on these islands and stuff. Like it's really, it's admirable, the things that those people go through.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Next question. Josh from Aurelia sent us this message on Facebook. He said, can you do an impression of any other drag queens? Let's see it. Shea, can you do an impression of any drag queens?
Can I do an impression of any other drag queens? No.
No?
No.
Okay, can you do one?
Okay, do I sound like Vanjie? Hear me out.
Okay, let's see.
Hey, yo, Priyanka. Is that what she sounds like? Priyanka, yo. That's what she sounds like, right? What was that? That's what she sounds like? Is that what she sounds like? Miss Vanjie. No, that doesn't sound like her at all.
All right, okay, how about this?
I can't tell if that sounds like her because you get out 2 syllables and you're like, that sound like her? Hey, Priyanka.
Okay, wait.
What about, okay, Priyanka, give me your best Alyssa Edwards.
I'm so bad at impressions.
Look here, I'm not here for all the conflama drama mama, okay? I'm here to get the paycheck, cash it in, and then go, honey. Because I am from what? Mesquite, Texas. Okay?
Mesquite.
The Dancing Divas of Texas.
That's a good Alyssa Edwards. That's like, yeah.
That was good.
My best Melissa. Did I just call her Melissa?
Melissa Edwards.
Get me out of here. Somebody's gonna tuck me in and give me a bottle and put me to bed, bitch. Damn.
That's a wrap.
Oh, that went exactly as I had hoped it would. Okay. All right. Okay, this question is from me. This is my Q&A. Have you been single through the pandemic? Are you dating now? Shea, I think I already know the answer to this, but Priyanka, are you dating right now? Are you single? Are you engaged otherwise?
I'm the most boy crazy person you can ever meet. Like, honestly, I love men. I love being dumped. I love being slapped around, choked, pissed on. Okay.
This is not.
Not queen here. So I've dated. I've dated throughout the pandemic. I was dating someone throughout the season of Canada's Drag Race. That was fun, and now there's someone new in my life. They go by the name of Shea Coulee, and I'm happy to announce that I'm pregnant with her child.
Congratulations, Shea! Congrats.
We will be expecting a they/them in the fall, so
a they/them. A they/them.
Yes.
Wow! Congratulations in the fall.
Yes.
May, June, July, August, September. Okay, so it's early still. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, she's barely showing. What are you trying to say, Emma?
She's like the taquitos. The taquitos have been catching up.
Okay. So now, Priyanka, dating in the pandemic, what's more difficult, dating as a famous drag queen or dating in the pandemic? What do you think? And Shea, I know you're in a relationship, right, Shea?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, with Dan.
If you had to guess.
Ever.
Yes.
They're so perfect for each other. It's amazing. I would say dating as a famous drag queen with a tagline is very interesting. Because if I go on like Grindr or Tinder or any of them, all the messages I get is, "What's my name? Say my name.
Has someone screamed that to you in bed yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. This year, probably.
Soon, someday your prince will come.
But I like it though. The thing is I'm always like, I'm so nervous of star fuckers. But I'm like, no way. I want a star fucker because I'll always be a star. And when you fucking me, you'll be fucking a star. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
No, I like the way you think. Hear that, star fuckers? Get at Priyanka. She's gonna be a star forever. So you better get into her starfish now.
Better get into it. Better get into starfish.
Do you have any tips for me dating in a pandemic?
Are you straight?
Ish. Sure. Yes. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Oh, so you're down. You're down to dabble.
Yeah. I'm mostly mad. I would say I date. I'm on the apps with the straights.
Yeah.
Cool. So your life sucks. Straight people are boring, but
oh yeah, I don't. Ooh, I'm like trying to look to see if there's like an encyclopedia here that I can reference, to like help me figure out how to help you navigate the world of heterosexual men because they, woo,
yeah,
baby. I would say that you need to meet somebody who looks at you like in your eyes and you know that they're into you and they're curious about your childhood and how you've grown up. You know, I always find that's very interesting with people. Like they can look at you and want to just pound you. And that's fine. If that's what I'm signing up for, pound away like a hashtag. I love trending on Twitter. But if you want someone to get to know you and love you, let them do that. Let them. Don't test them. You'll know. You'll know. Because even being a drag performer, I've met so many guys who, like, when they talk to me, I'm like, oh, you're like talking to like me as Mark, like through all the makeup, through all the hieroglyphic.
And I was going to say that that's like really important to what Priyanka said about eye contact. You'll know just by the way that they look at you. Like that the person that is gazing upon you appreciates you. You feel that appreciation. And like, that's the feeling I feel of like knowing that that's the right person.
Yeah. And also let them show you their true colors and never hope that it's going to turn into something else. I find that a lot of my friends, and even when I'm whenever I'm dating, I'm like, well, he did this, but maybe we're going to end up, no, bitch, maybe nothing. The facts are there. What's going to happen is going to happen. If you shit, you shit. If you're good, you're good. It's simple.
Wow, this has been really great. Thanks.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah. No, just remember that eye contact, girl. Just remember how he looks.
I feel empowered. Yeah. And so how should I take the eye contact that y'all are currently giving me right now?
Unbridled sexual tension, of course.
Okay, that's how I was gonna take it. I was gonna take it that way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Next question. All right. Marry, fuck, kill. Brooklyn Heights, Stacey McKenzie, Jeffrey Boyer Chapman.
This question all the fucking time. Oh my God. Everyone.
Do you get that?
Oh my God.
Okay, so I would marry Jeffrey Boyer Chapman. I'd fuck Stacey McKenzie and I'd kill Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Okay. All right. Is there a challenge so far from this season 13 that you know you would just snatch, that you would win?
No, because that's the kiss of death. I don't even want to put that karma out there in the universe because you know what? I never was that bitch running around being like, and next one's gonna be the one that I win. Yeah. Because
the challenges I thought I would win, I was in the bottom for. The challenges that I was just like in my element and having a good time, I won.
Right? It's just like the best thing that I will give you is that I'm gonna try my best.
And you're gonna watch me have a good time doing it.
Right, exactly. Because I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna give you my best. And that's all because what else can you do but that?
Exactly, yeah.
Show up.
How about you, best. Emma? What challenge would you be good at?
My might be good at the commercial challenge, actually. The one that was from tonight.
Diva.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I have to make up my brand first. But I think the commercial part of it, or the Hallmark movie acting challenge, I think I could probably do that.
Right.
You don't think so?
A good dance challenge,
I would not. No dance.
I
no
love
dance.
a dance challenge.
Love a dance challenge.
All right. Okay, we have another question from Facebook.
Come on, Facebook.
Okay. Shea, do you have ties to Toronto? Someone asked on Facebook.
Do I have ties to Toronto?
I think they want to know if you're coming.
Friends there. Oh, they want to know if I'm coming?
Maybe. I'm not sure what that means. It sounded very like, do you have ties to Toronto? It sounded very like suspicious.
Are you offering to give me ties to Toronto? That's the question.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's tea? What's in Toronto waiting for me? So
a lockdown.
Yeah, you just. I mean, yeah. The only ties that I have in Toronto are all my amazing friendships to people that live there.
Oh, that's nice. She means you, Priyanka.
Oh. Best friend.
Okay. Next question.
Friend.
Who do you want to see on All Stars 6? And that maybe
Okay.
Thanks. Cool. What about if you could pick someone from Canada to be on All Stars 6, who do you think?
I would love to see Rita Big on an All Stars. Are you joking?
Rita, Jimbo,
of course. Lemon.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just bring them all over.
Honestly, that season 1 Canada's Drag Race cast is strong. I would throw all those girls out.
Stacked. The girls were stacked. Like a Jimbo breastplate. The cast stacked.
Yeah.
Was full of special talent. Yeah, I mean, honestly, give us any of them. Let's go. I love it.
All right, I have a question.
I love the season 1 girls. So any of them, take your pick.
Okay, another question from Facebook. Lily wants to know where Priyanka got her water bottle.
I got it at Mountain Equipment Co-op. And it makes sure I drink all this water all day. It like encourages you as you go.
Wow, how much is in there?
2 liters, 3 liters, 4 liters?
Wow, nice.
Or is it a gallon? Wait, do you guys not do
we don't
that?
have those. We don't have gallons.
2,000.
I don't know what that is.
2 liters. It's 2 liters.
I feel so disconnected from the rest of the earth. Because America was just all like, we do things different over here.
You're a gallon diva.
They're like, we know everyone else in the world uses this system to measure things, but no, we can't do that. We can't do that. I love it.
All right, next question. If you had to lip sync for your life tonight and you could pick the song, what song would you pick?
Wait, we've talked about this, Shea.
What?
Against Shea, right?
Huh?
Oh yeah, let's say you had to go against each other. What song would you want to lip sync?
Shea did a podcast with Evan Ross Katz, and I asked that same question. Like, if you were to lip sync against me, what song would it be? Was it a Whitney song?
I think so. I don't remember.
The night?
Was it maybe I'm Your Baby tonight? I don't know.
Me and Shea lip syncing would be
I think it was I'm Every Woman.
I think it was too, yeah.
But tonight I'm feeling more okay.
You know what song I would love to lip sync against you to? If by Janet Jackson.
Oh hell yeah!
That'd be fun. That'd be so fun. Yeah.
You know what? It would be really great if they just like if they had like an all-stars like kind of situation that was like maybe just a series of like lip sync battles that were just for charity and just like a whole
for fun,
just like coming together for funsies and just like really just focusing on nothing but the lip sync battle and like all the stunts and like shows and
all the stunts. Yeah.
I feel like that would be really cute.
I agree.
Fun. All right, question on Facebook from Jamie in Duntroon. Is there anything you've learned about your own drag in the past year being locked up in your bedrooms that you don't think you would have known otherwise?
Oh, yeah. I learned how powerful my creativity is. I never knew that before. I never gave myself enough credit for how creative I am. I always just thought I was just doing it to do it. And then I realized that my ideas can be as big as I want them to be. It's cool.
That's amazing.
I love myself.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm really like, what have I like really learned about my drag?
Or has anything changed even just in the last year that you think because of lockdowns and stuff?
What has changed?
What has changed?
Like everything and like nothing has changed because I feel like I'm kind of consistently evolving.
Right.
Yeah. I was almost about to go into like a really long-winded psychological answer, but I'll leave that for another day.
Okay. I'll wait till I get the psychotherapist back.
Yeah.
I have another Marry, Fuck, Kill question from the internet.
Yeah.
The pit crew, Ming, Seth, or Travis? I have to admit, I don't know all the pit crew's names. Do you know who those people are?
I love all three of them. Yeah, they're amazing. Is this a fuck, marry, kill, or do I like them? What was the question? Fuck, marry, kill?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck Ming, marry Travis, and kill Seth, because one time I wanted animals for a music video shoot, and I asked him to bring a tarantula, and he brought the tarantula and told me that I have to be really careful around it because it might shoot off like scary things and make me go blind. So
Okay, that's fair.
Wow.
That's personal.
but the animals are safe, and he's amazing at his job, but I'm just so scared of animals, which is why. Sorry, Seth.
Okay. All right. Shea, has a pit crew member ever threatened your life?
Bitch, I'm from Chicago. They know better.
I'm obsessed.
They wouldn't dare.
They would never.
All right, let's see. More questions. We did that one already. Oh, which of the 3 Shady Queens fans is your favorite? Okay, and to remind you, if you have not seen them, we have Floral. No, wait, this is the Pride version. And then we're all going to vote. Floral Fixation.
Mm-hmm.
And Classic Clack in Black. What's your fave? Shea, what's your favorite one? And we'll send it to you.
I'm gonna have to go for the Classic Black. I mean, because come on, look at me.
It goes with everything. Priyanka, what's your favorite?
I think Classic Black with Black, because I have. Is that the one that you've had for like years and years and years? Because I have one of those somewhere, and it was when you did the event with Alaska and Willem and all those, and I have that fan signed by all of them, because my camera guy at the time when I was at YTV, Isaac, who works with the Fife House, got me a signed fan because I was just starting drag, and he got it for me as a gift, a birthday gift, which is very sweet. So
that's so nice. Why. He is on the Shady Queens committee as well.
Love you, Isaac. I love you, Isaac.
He was, yeah, amazing. Okay. We all do. All right, next question. We did that one already. Would you, oh, this is interesting. Would you join All Stars again if you were asked?
That's for Shea. I haven't been on All Stars yet.
Okay, but, or Priyanka, would you join All Stars next season or a future season if asked?
I'd want to do what Shea did and like learn and grow, go tour, make your money, take your artistry to new heights and learn about yourself, and then come back. I think if I went now, I wouldn't be ready.
Yes, like I feel like, and thank goodness they're like turning out so many seasons, you know. I would need, I feel like I would need to like push myself and like grow so much more, but it's like, you know, if they ever were to call me to be like a lip sync assassin,
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
You know, they just kind of like come and just like, you know, stretch my arms, get back into the room a little bit. Because I feel like that would just be like so much fun because like, I remember the lipstick assassins coming in and I'm just like, oh, wow, your literal job of the day is to come in here and stop a girl from winning $10,000. That sounds like a great time. Sounds like a fabulous time.
As a viewer or as a competitor, what did you like better when they did the lip sync against an assassin or just the regular lip sync for your legacy on All Stars? Which one did you think was more fun?
Okay, personally, I liked the lip sync assassin only because what it did was it raised the stakes because for the simple fact that if they didn't win, it rolled over into next week. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's two girls for their legacy, no matter what, a girl that's in the competition is going to win that pot that week. But by rolling over, that's how I was able to make $20,000 in 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like that little twist, like when they told us that, I was like salivating because I was like, you mean the girl doesn't beat them, and then the next girl can win $20,000? Those are some high stakes. We like that.
I totally agree. I love the lip sync assassin. It also freshens it up too. It's nice to see the girls come back and twirl.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. We're almost done here on our live stream Slay at Home review with Shea Coulee and Priyanka. Even if you didn't tonight purchase a fan on shadyqueens.com or make a donation, that store is not going anywhere. You can log on at any time to support Fife House and the work they do here in Toronto. So I have just a couple more questions for you. What can we look forward to from Shea Coulee and Priyanka in 2021? Shea, what do you got? What are you working on? What are you promoting?
Well, one thing that I can definitely share will be that I will be doing a new release of Shea Coulee this summer. We've been working on this new brew basically since Shea Coulee came out last summer. And I'm really excited for everyone to try it because we got something really special inside every little bottle. And yeah, so get into the Shea Coulee and yeah, that's it.
That's all you can say for now? I don't think we have that in Canada. I have not seen that. I feel like I would know.
Okay, yeah, no, they only sell it in the US because of alcohol, things like that, you know, borders make those things like challenging. I don't know.
What even are borders?
Of all the bureaucracy that goes into it, but yeah, I know that the brewing company was like, they're like stateside. But if anybody wants to drive down to Chicago from Toronto, and,
it's not that long. It's 8 hours.
Open up a bottle across the breezy parkway while I wave to you, and maybe I don't know, let you see the outline of my thong and my summer shorts. Like you could do that too. I won't stop.
Okay.
You know,
was that for me or was that for Priyanka or just anybody?
I don't know who that was for.
I don't know who it's for, but
it's for anyone who wants it.
Okay. You heard it here. Everybody, as soon as the borders are open, we'll go.
Oh my God, I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about borders and such. Jeez.
I'm so obsessed. I'm right now in the midst.
I saw something.
Yeah, I'm in the midst. I have so many things coming out, which I'm very excited for. I have a music video with Brooklyn Heights dropping next week for her single Queen of the North. And then in April, I have something coming out. And then in May, I have something coming out. And then I'm announcing something at the end of May. It's all just, it's like, it's all a secret, but tune in to find out, I guess. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it comes to this interesting point where you work on projects and you get really excited to tell all your friends, but then all the people that have like things at stake say, you better shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
until everyone on board is ready to pull the trigger. Okay? So I know you're excited because you feel all cool because this is something you shut up. Because drag queens, we love to talk and we love to brag about ourselves, but that's why they definitely give us a piece of paper that's like, you better shut the fuck up.
Yeah, 100%.
As past winners, are you privy to like Drag Race spoilers? Like how much do you like find out? Like Gottmik called you this morning before the episode aired. Are they just like locked down?
The spoilers are only as good as our friendships with the contestants. Like it's not like producers call us and tell us shit. It's like we're all such a community. So whenever the girls get announced, there's that like, we're rooting for you. If you need anything, you let us know. Like that's kind of where all the information comes from. On my side, anyways.
Yeah. It's always gonna be like coming from the girls. Like there's like certain like Nancy Drews within the Drag Race community. Like there's certain sisters like within any community that always have the tea, and then you like encounter that sister and you get it all, and you're like, well, dang. But for me, I never really go searching out for tea or spoilers because I'm such a fan of the show. Like at the core of my being, I'm such a fan of Drag Race, so I do like to be able to experience it with everybody else.
Yeah.
That's very wholesome. I like that. We are currently in Canada casting for Drag Race Canada Season 2. Are there any queens that either of you know from Canada that you really, really want to see on Season 2?
No. No, I'm kidding. I have a
Priyanka said the one, the only crowned queen of RuPaul's Drag Race.
And the only. I have a long list of people, and just like my Toronto sisters who I performed with, before I was on Drag Race all the time. Like I want to see Jada Hudson on there. I want to see everybody on there. My drag mom, Ecstasy Love, on there. I want to see Ivory Towers. I want to see whoever. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care who's on that show. As long as everyone gets on it at some point and someday and gets to show that their art, then get on. Go.
Right. I'm just excited to see the girls who want it, and the girls that are ready to bring it and show what Canada has to offer, because Priyanka is a prime example from Season 1 that Canada has some really amazing, spectacular drag talent. So like, come on, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Come on, Canada.
Let's go, Canada.
Yes.
Let's go. Okay. Well, on that note, that brings us to the end of the Slay at Home review, the Shady Queen special virtual stay-at-home edition. Shea Coulee and Priyanka, thank you so much for being here tonight virtually. We really appreciate it. Fife House appreciates it. And I had the final tally and I lost it. Here we go. Tonight, from just opening the official Shady Queen store, we raised $3,203.92 in fan sales. And we still have lots of fans in stock. If you want to get yours, it is definitely not too late. So thank you to everyone who donated and made purchases, and thank you to you both. And Sam is writing a little quick note for me before we leave. He's writing it so fast. It says meet and greet. Oh, that's right. Priyanka is staying for a meet and greet. There are some people that won.
Yay!
That's going to happen in a few minutes. So I'll be there. And Priyanka's going to be there. What's better is that she's there.
I'll see you everyone at the meet and greet. I love you all.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, so I guess bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. So much fun, Priyanka. I love you and I miss you.
I love you, Shay.
Thank you, Shay.
Bye.